Hi everyone, this is the Legendary. I'm back again with more. This time I'm going to be doing another Beyblade Burst unboxing. This is going to be for the Overdrive SP Starter Set. So, this set actually comes with 3 Beyblades and 1 Dynamite Battle Launcher. This Dynamite Battle Launcher was actually featured in the anime, which is pretty interesting. And if you want to know the characters that actually own the Beyblades, this one is called Phenomenal Pain, and he is actually basically the main villain for the season, in a way, if you want to call him a villain. But yeah, his Beyblade is Prominence Phoenix. The next Beyblade, which is owned by the main character, his name is Bell Daikokuten, and the Beyblade is called Dangerous Belial. And then there's the last Beyblade over here that's kind of just there to introduce that this rare Beyblade, which is called Saver Perseus, because in Japan they actually had like a special, I think it's like a rare Beyblade where you could get it, and you have to get it by certain means, but they made a recolor of it and then made it more easier to get, basically. So there you go, that's the easy way to get Perseus if you really wanted it. And this comes with a Beyblade part called Bearing Dash, which is great. And yeah, as you can see, Takara told me on the box, so it's real. Then when you look at the side, not much to see. Other side, not much to see. And then the back. For the back, yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff on the back, but it's basically just going through the parts, showing the gimmicks, and everything. I'll get through all that. I think the one thing that I might not be able to show you is how to reset All Might, because I have no idea how, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, let's get into the unboxing. Okay, so I am back, and this is the launcher. I'll just start with the launcher. So this is the launcher. It is the Dynamite Battle Launcher, and it's just like any normal Dynamite Battle Launcher. We could just put it together like that. It's exactly like the other one I have, except it looks different. So if you want to know why it looks different, and for some reason there's a big gap there. But if you want to know why it looks different, it's because this actually has a ball bearing in it, from what I know. And we have like different, yeah, this has a ball bearing in it, so it spins better. And these things are actually customizable. So if you have certain ones, they could customize them and put them together with other different launchers, and then you'll have your own special launcher. So with this one, this is actually one of the better ones, and I think every single time they release a new Dynamite Battle Launcher, the string got longer. So this one is longer than the last one. Wow. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. It's something really cool they added in. Yeah, I'm happy to have it now. It's also gold, so it looks really special too. Okay, so let's go part by part. We're gonna start off with Dynamite Perseus. I mean, Saber Perseus. So the original Beyblade was called Dynamite Perseus, but for this kind of set, for this set, they put in Saber. And Saber is from Saber Valkyrie, which I don't have that, but yeah. The gimmick for the Saber Blade is that these rubber pieces actually wear down and come off over time as you battle with the Beyblade, and it'll just become like a heavier hair, basically. And then for Perseus in the center, I think it's supposed to be one of the heavier parts, but I can't really confirm that at all. And this comes with the 3 armor, which I'm not really too sure what that does, but I think it's good, I think. Can't really quote me on that because I don't know much about the armors, but here are the teeth if you want to see them. Yeah, that's how they look. And then here is Giga, which is the disc. It originally came out on Cyclone Ragnarok, which was a random booster prize. So getting a regular Giga or another Giga is good. It's always good. And here is Bearing Dash. So the original Bearing came out in a set. I think it was like a customized set that came out during Beyblade vs. God, which is like the second year of Beyblade. And second or third year of Beyblade. And this actually does have a bearing in it, like a ball bearing in it. But when they made it a dash, instead of giving it like the extra tight spring, they gave it a regular spring. So that way it's still pretty much balanced. And yeah, all I can really say is that this thing is crazy. Because a lot of people, like when they first heard about it, they were freaking out because of how we never thought that we'd ever get a stronger version of bearing. Since the original had a weak spring. Here is the second Beyblade, which is called Dangerous Belial. Dangerous Belial is a really interesting Beyblade from what I could tell. So it has, I'm not sure where there's rubber, but I think there was rubber somewhere. I want to say there was rubber somewhere for like the contact point, but I can't really figure out where. Yeah, I think, judging by how this looks, I believe these three red parts are rubber. So these three parts are apparently rubber, from what I can see. And then the rest of it just still has like that Valkyrie shape, but it still looks really cool. Especially with the red and black, mainly. And this actually has a problem, like Belial 2 has a problem, I think. Where sometimes it gets stuck. So, yeah, just be careful of that. Be careful of that. Those are the teeth if you want to see them. And it comes with the 2 armor. Then this is one of the parts for All Might, and this is, well, All Might. So yeah, this is All Might. It's basically like a, this is kind of like an engine gear from Beyblade G Revolution. That's the best way to explain it. But yeah, it's like you basically launch it hard and then it will act different depending on how hard you launch. Now I don't know how to reset it, but I think you might have to press that to reset it, possibly. I have to figure out whenever I battle with it, basically. Here is the layer for the last one. It's called Prominence Phoenix. Prominence Phoenix is a really chunky Beyblade. Do you see that? That's crazy. But yeah, it's really chunky. I'm not sure which mode it's in right now, but I know there's actually 2 modes for it. Which is, there's one mode where we're getting off this armor, which is this part right here. There's a mode where it's easy to get this armor off, and then there's a mode where it's hard to get off. So, I guess this is the, I don't know. I guess this would be the hard mode to get it off. And this might be the easy mode because this protrudes out more. But I really don't know. It's just, it's one of those things where you have to kind of play around with it, then you eventually figure it out. But this is what it looks without the armor on, and it looks kind of thin. Extremely thin. But yeah, it's really nice to have this. That's because of the 10 armor, and then those are the teeth. And here is the disc. The disc is called Tapered. I'm not sure what taper is really used for. I think it's used for life after death, but I don't know. I mean, it already has planets, so I don't know the use of this, but oh well. Good enough, I guess. It's called Universe. Whoops. This is called Universe. This is Metal Universe. Because of the metal cap on it, and the metal cap's actually pretty bad for most Beyblades, so yeah, I only use this on Phoenix, and then also only use this on Longinus for this cap. I don't think this has been fixed. I'm not sure if it has or not, but yeah, just be careful with the metal caps. And also, I really like the way it just spins. This is supposed to be good for life after death, and I feel like it definitely is. Saver Perseus. Okay, that's pretty rough. Oh wow, that's pretty tight. That's really tight. Yeah, I don't think this Beyblade is gonna burst too easy. Oh, by the way, it just sounds. Here's the other second Beyblade. By the way, All Might can actually go into low and high mode, so if you want to have it in high mode, you could just flip it over and then I think, yeah, this is high mode for it. It's really interesting. I like how unique this is. Because it's only 2 pieces. Oh, 3 pieces now. Yeah, destruction. I mean, dangerous Belial. Yeah, this is also pretty hard to burst. And this is also part of the Overdrive system, which is basically like a gimmick to whatever parts that there are. So having this gimmick and that layer gimmick, that means he'll just be strong. Prominence Phoenix. Wait. Come on. Okay. Prominence Phoenix. Yeah, kind of weak teeth, but at the same time, I think this has like teeth wear thing, or it's like modified to avoid teeth wear or something like that. So yeah, just I don't know. Be careful. It's really just something you have to kind of enjoy while you have it, I guess. I don't know how to keep the armor on. I think it's locked on this time. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So now let's do some test spins and test battles. Okay, so I was actually thinking of doing like using the interstellar drop, but yeah, I think this will be good for now. Since I don't have the Dynamite Battle Arena. Let's start off with Saber Perseus to see how it goes. Oh, first battle will be between Prominence Phoenix and Saber Perseus. 3, 2, 1, go! Shit! This is so heavy. Oh. Yeah, I forgot. This arena is actually pretty small to me. So the abilities have a whole bunch of contacts. Favorite Perseus isn't looking too good. And Perseus goes down. Phoenix takes that round with a spin finish. Now I'm gonna play in this mode. Looks pretty cool in this mode, to be honest. And it lost 1 click. Okay, Phoenix versus Dangerous Belial. And I don't know the mode for All Might, so... Oh wow, you can actually change it manually. 3, 2, 1, go. Shit. Okay, Phoenix is moving around a lot, just like Belial. Okay, they're slowing down. And Belial takes round 1 with spin finish. Okay, so the next battle will be between Saber Perseus and Dangerous Belial. And yeah, I actually did I changed the mode for it, and now it's kind of stuck there for now. So I guess in like a future video I'll tell you how to fix it, but I don't know. 3, 2, 1, go! Shit. It's actually really hard to launch like 2 Beyblades with a Dynamite Battle Launcher. I have no idea why. Oh wow! You know that I launched like Perseus second, and that's probably a bad thing, but Perseus actually held his ground pretty good there. I'll do it again. 3, 2, 1, go! Shoot. Yeah, Perseus is holding his ground pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, Perseus. Pretty good there. And one more time for Phoenix and Perseus. The armor came off. Let's see if Perseus can get a win. And Perseus takes the win. So yeah, Perseus is actually pretty good. Okay, Phoenix versus Belial. Oh wow, this this is actually pretty hard. I know that I launched Belial pretty late, but it's still losing. And Phoenix takes that round with a spin. Okay, so what do I think of the Overdrive SP starter set? So, I think that the Overdrive SP starter set is actually really good. It's amazing to see how far we've come in terms of like bearing driver, like the bearing driver itself. And you actually get a lot of great pieces with it. So, you actually get like Phoenix, which could be good for combos. Belial, which is good for, like, the burst stopper gimmick could be really good for attack types if you really needed them. And then you can have a lot of, you can even make like a really heavy combo with Giga. And then you also get like the launcher with the bearing in it. So it's also a great thing. So all I can say is that this set is great overall for what you get. And the only kind of drawback I could think is probably the metal driver. Since if you do get the metal driver, then it could wear down the teeth, unfortunately. But other than that, it's a great set overall. So I recommend it for anyone that's able to get it, basically. So, like if you want, share if you want, and subscribe to become a legend in the making. See you next time, bye, and we are proven to be legendary. Stay legendary.